Before we commence our program, let us all rise up and share a few moments in order to pay homage to the victims and express solidarity to the family members of the unfortunate and tragic Airbus accident that took place at Ahmedabad day before yesterday. Let us all rise up for a moment. Thank you.
Chairperson of today's program of the India government, 11 years of India government under Honorable Prime Minister Modi, under the theme Viksit Bharat Ka Amrit Kal. Respected State President Shri Benjamin Ji, my honorable colleague, honorable advisor Shri Tohyoto Ji, state BJP office bearers, district office bearers, my friends from the press fraternity. As stated, this is one of the very important program of the BJP party, since the central government is headed by BJP party-led government, NDA government. And this program has been going on in the entire country, and so also in the state of Nagaland, in Kohima and today in Dimapur. In the last 11 years of the India government headed by Honorable Prime Minister Modi, there has been a huge transformational changes in the social strata of the Indian society. As laid down in the manifesto of the BJP party since 2014, there has been a huge resolve with great resoluteness to bring about changes in the socio-economic spheres of the citizens of this country. Must have been talked about before 2014 by the previous governments at the center, talking about Garib Kalyan to uplift the lives and livelihood of the poor people. But that has been only in the slogan. Nothing transformational, progressive changes were made. After our party headed by Honorable Prime Minister Modi took over in 2014, when we explored the statistical data, more than 270 million people who were in the poverty line were moved out, and still there is a progression in this line. So 270 million people have been moved out from the poverty line. And that is because of the transformational policies of the Prime Minister Modi's government, by incorporating participatory governance, by taking 140 crore people along in the growth trajectory of the government's policies, while executing those policies as envisaged in the manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Prime Minister Modi's government has been responsive, responsible and accountable on all fronts as far as the governmental schemes were concerned. If you look at the schemes that were implemented and how the lives of the common men were impacted by the government policies like Prime Minister Garib Kalyan Yojana, Ujjwala Yojana, Prime Minister's Awaj Yojana, Prime Minister's Kisan Samriddhi Nidhi, Swachh Bharat Mission, Jal Jeevan Mission, which had a huge impact on the life of the common man over the last 11 years in this country. When you talk about how the policies were implemented and when you explore and see how it was successful to this degree, was also in the style of implementing the government policies while delegating it to the state governments. Earlier, the mode of transition to implement government schemes were not transparent. Now you see all the government transactions goes directly to the account of our citizens in the country by way of calling it a direct benefit transfer, DBT, which you all are aware of it. This has had created a huge of accountability and transparency in the government, and perhaps one of the fundamental reasons why the success of the NDA government was recognized by 140 crore Indian people in the country and Indians living outside the country, and also appreciated by the world leaders. As you are aware that Honorable Prime Minister of India was given the highest ranking in terms of performances in the world leadership by third-party assessment and not by the people who were deputed by the government of India. Those people involved, people from the IMF, people from the World Bank, people from the NDB Bank, people from the banks from the BRICS, political panelists, commentators, economists, diplomats, foreign experts. So these were the people who were engaged in rating the standards of the democratic leaders in the world, and we're very fortunate that Honorable Prime Minister of India was rated in the global rankings in 2024, and in the previous retrospective years continuously as the most influential and most powerful leader in terms of governance in their countries were concerned. So this journey has been a very successful journey. Everybody had participated under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi. The aims of the Prime Minister's government, if you see over the last 11 years, was basically to make India self-reliant. Before 2014, if you all are aware of it, the economy of the country was, as far as the ranking was concerned, was in the 7th and 8th. Perhaps not within the 10th bracket. But now you see the economy of the country, it is the world's 4th largest economy after US, China, Japan, and now comes India. So there is an aspiration to become the third world's most powerful economic nation, and the entire country, entire state governments have been working to see that their own state gross domestic products are increased. Made in India, the Atmanirbhar Bharat has been going on in war footing so that we are dependent and self-reliant on ourselves. That was one of the most important policies of the Narendra Modi government since 2014. If you see how the government had run it in the last 11 years, a lot of policies had impacted the social fabric of the country, especially the common man. If you see the schemes implemented in the ratings, as per the statistics, by third-party intervention, assessing our government, it is really applaudable. As far as the women front is concerned, this government headed by Prime Minister Modi had given a huge impetus to the women folks of this nation. There has been a women empowerment in the country. Women has been roped in, incorporated in the highest policy making of this country. We have union ministers from the country who are importing key portfolios which decides the navigation of the country as far as the economic front is concerned. And we have many more other areas as far as the literacy rate is concerned. If you see the national education policy of 2020, Prime Minister Modi wants to see that this nation becomes the literacy hub. India becomes the literacy hub of the world. And that is why a lot of policies have been implemented, covered for the people, the students who are dropped out also, by engaging certain professionals who are from the social backgrounds, from the scientific background, so that nobody is left behind as far as the literacy of this country is concerned. If you see in the defense sector, when we look back at how this country has been functioning in the last 11 years, the social security, the national integrity and national security of this country was the topmost priority of the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, and his government. Now in the defense sector, if you see, which is a very important sector, India is becoming self-reliant in this sector. India has made products to defend ourselves, which was tried in Pakistan and recognized by the world and trusted worldwide, and thus becoming self-reliant. Before 2014, if you see the growth index or the activity of our economy, 70% of the products used by the citizens of this country was imported. But today, if you see the statistics by programs and which had played a significant role at the lowest strata, like the startup programs introduced by the Prime Minister, and many other grassroots level programs in the MSMEs, that had created a big impact. Made in India products that had created a big impact on the economic standards of this country today. You see, if you see, you may not and we may not be seeing that there is an increase in our personal account directly. You may not have fund in our personal account directly. But a salaried person today is impacted directly by the earnings that he received by way of salary or wages. Impacted because of the policies of the central government implemented and headed by Prime Minister Modi. In the education sector, in the healthcare sector, a lot of boost was made in the last 11 years by Prime Minister Modi. As you all are aware, medical expenditures are one of the highest expenditures of the household. Medical treatments like cancer and any other critically ill-related operations are very expensive. The procedure and operation costs are very high. The medical products that you require while administering those medical procedures are very high. These are borne by the government of India now under the program called the Ayushman Bharat, where you will be given an ID card which will be synchronized with your Aadhaar and PAN card in the empaneled hospitals in the country. So a household, a salaried person in the household who is the head of the family, who must be earning 100 rupees and must be spending 30 rupees towards the medical expenditure is saved. So the amount that is saved has become a security for him. In that way, it has impacted his personal per capita income. So he has the power to spend the same amount of money which he gets and which he used to spend on medical expenditures, now saved and has transformed into a security. And thus, he can spend that amount of money which he has saved from bearing it towards the medical expenditures. That is the power of governance the Prime Minister Modi had implemented. You see, you're getting the same salary, perhaps there is no increase in your salary, but your spending has been reduced because government has borne your expenditure as far as medical expenditure are concerned, which is the most expensive expenditures in the household. How? Now you have that additional 30 rupees with you. That is your security, and that is going to be a very important investment. So this is an example that I want to share with all my friends who are here today. So likewise, in many other sectors, this kind of positive impact had been there, and that is how this government headed by Prime Minister Modi has been subsequently voted back to power. And all these programs has been a testament that it was not a mere slogan, but the programs and policies as emphasized in the manifesto was actually executed on ground. So this is how the governance has been celebrated. India is one of the most vibrant democratic, parliamentary democratic nations in the world. And this is how this country is headed towards prosperity. That is how Honorable Prime Minister of India had kept this program to celebrate across the states in the country to make India Viksit Bharat, a developed India and a self-reliant India by 2047. So this is what I wanted to share with all of you, and thank you all for your patient hearing. And Nagaland should also not be left behind in this path of development, and it is going to be a collective effort of all of us to see that we also travel the journey along with the rest of the states in the country by our collective effort and moral responsibility in each and every one of us being the citizen of India. And we hope we will achieve from our side as a state of Nagaland by 2047 as Viksit Nagaland towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you.
Today we are here to celebrate the completion of 11 years of our NDA government led by BJP under the able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji. Honorable Minister has briefed all of us of the achievement of our government. Very meticulous and very comprehensive. He has covered and he has touched all the achievements and the functioning of this government in a very short time. Maybe I do not have much to say. But since I'm here, I also like to point out few of the, if there are some untouched points. Last Tuesday, we have had a meeting with all the HODs, the bureaucrats, the district administration at the State Banquet Hall. The theme and then the agenda was Viksit Nagaland for Viksit Bharat 2047. So all the government official presence there were briefed of how to go about or how do we develop our state Nagaland along with the country. Viksit Nagaland for Viksit Bharat 2047. So now government is on the job. The people are on the job to find and to make a roadmap for the developed state. That is one. Now we are here not only to celebrate, but along with the celebration of 11 years of Modi's government, under the theme Viksit Bharat Ka Amrit Kal, Seva, Susashan and Garib Kalyan, ye 11 saal. So this Seva we all know is a selfless service. Susashan is the good governance, and Garib Kalyan is to uplift or is to see the welfare of the poor. The tenure of the Modi government will be written in golden words in the history of India. This period is becoming a golden era of the Sankalp ki Siddhi for the developed India and self-reliant India. These 11 years of journey was not worked by our Honorable PM Modi alone, but by dedicating himself for uplifting the hard work, sacrifices, and the dream of 140 crore population. It is actually very difficult to summarize the 11 years continuous journey in the one sitting or one briefing or a press conference, as it is to summarize an entire life into a few pages. So now today, under able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, we have seen the advanced technology. And where there is advanced technology, there is always a progress. And it is evident that we are all witness that India is progressing and then India is advancing along with the rest of the world. And we have also seen not all state is ruled by BJP, but wherever there is a BJP government or a BJP alliance government in the states under the Union of India, there is always a progress, and there it is important to see, and it is important for the government to see for the welfare of the poor. India has also embarked on its Amrit Kal towards becoming a developed nation over the past 11 years. This BJP government took over under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, present Prime Minister, way back in 2014. So the mindset of the people was, how will it happen? How is it going to happen? Or when will it happen? But today, the mindset is, yes, it will happen. Modi hai to mumkin hai. It will happen, and it will definitely happen. Because we know that Modi is there. We have heard about the direct benefit transfer, DBT. The funds are crediting straight into a citizen's account, which was not there before the Modi regime. But now we know that the schemes and the fund has been directly credited to the individual's account, which shows that there is a transparency and accountability in the system. These are few achievements of this government. We have also heard about Ayushman Bharat. I think about 60,000 people are availing these schemes every single day. And about 55 crores citizens have availed this Ayushman Bharat, which is supposedly the highest or the largest health insurance scheme in the world. So these are few of the schemes initiated by this government and is being benefited by every single citizen of this country. Economically, we are progressing. As we have heard, India now becomes the fourth largest economy, and by 2047, India to become the second largest, maybe the first largest economy, but we will get to see with the time. But when we are all here together, collectively work for the progress of this nation, I'm sure the target is not very ambitious. Hopefully, we get to see that. But as of today, now India is the fourth largest economy of the world. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, credits India's success to 140 citizens and say we believe in transformation, not revenge. Only those reach great heights who thinks about change and not retaliation. Under our Honorable Prime Minister's leadership, India is now capable of taking bold decisions and defining new norms, including decisive military response to terrorism, which we are all aware, which we are all seen, and which we are all witness to that. So I don't want to dwell more on this Operation Sindoor and then the kind of military might that or the facilities that we have and done to our beggars of terrorism. I will not dwell much. We are all witness to that. So those are few bold decisions that this government, BJP government-led BJP-led NDA government has done. Prime Minister Modi ji once said, "My dream is that India's sport should not remain just a number in statistics, but becomes the center of policy making." Today, that dream is visible in government schemes where all are the central focus, such as PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, Swachh Bharat Mission, Ujjwala Yojana, PM Awas Yojana, Jal Jeevan Mission, PM Jan Dhan Yojana, Ayushman Bharat, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. But all these government of India's schemes, so much fund is being pumped so that every single citizen of India avail the benefits. Even in our state, this fund is being sent. We talk about Swachh Bharat and Jal Jeevan Mission. Our Honorable Minister is here. He has executed very well. It is covered. The running water tap water is available in all the villages. Jal Jeevan and Swachh Bharat. The government of India has pumped a lot of money in agriculture this time under the scheme of Kisan Samman Nidhi. I don't have the exact number, but maybe about 1.3 lakh crore rupees for the farmers and for the agriculture. And Ayushman Bharat, I have just said, half of the population of the world's largest populous nation has availed this scheme. And Garib Kalyan, to uplift the poor, is the main agenda or mudda for this government. So under Modi leadership, the entire population are working together to make India a developed nation. A developed nation by 2047, which sometimes we may, we may feel that it is very ambitious, but no, it is possible. Coming together, working together, and making our nation a developed nation. We have seen in the last Modi 2.0 government that some of the bold decisions were abrogating Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. And also some of the, which I want to mention, are the triple talaq. Recently, the implementation of GST regime and Waqf bill amendments. So these are few of the bold decisions that I just want to highlight all of us. I just want to share with all of you. So taking this time, I want to thank the district BJP for the initiative and organizing this program. Thank you so much, and the entire media fraternity for the time that you have given, and the party officials and the Karyakartas, those who are present here. This is not happening only in Nagaland, but it is happening across the country to let our people know what the BJP-led NDA government has achieved in this last 11 years. And we have truly achieved, and we will be doing many more in the days to come. So with these few words, I want to thank all of you. Thank you.
I thank both of our ministers for highlighting the historic achievement of 11 years and robust leadership of Prime Minister Modi, BJP-led NDA government. I won't say anything on this as of now. Simultaneously, we have a program at 2:30. Our Honorable MP, Shri Kamakia Tasa, is joining us. Before I announce the State Office Bearers list of 2025 to 2028, I would like to mention those whose names are not there. They will all be accommodated. The BJP party is one of the largest political organizations in the world. We have rooms for everybody. All of you know very well, since last year, November 2024, November, December, January, for the last 3 months, we had, the party has organized primary membership and active membership. Out of the total, I think it is around 13 lakh something electorates. I give a figure. We have membership of nearly around 2,60,000 primary membership from the BJP Nagaland. Out of that, we have around 4,000 to 5,000 active members. After thorough deliberation with the central leadership, the party has come to a decision, and in the interest of the party, the Honorable National President, Sri Jagat Prakash Nadda, has approved and announced the following Karyakartas for BJP Nagaland under the year 2025 to 2028. I'll read out the names and the district only. State Vice President, we have 6 posts. Mr. H. Hain, Mr. H. Hain, who is also an ex-advisor from Noklak district. Number 2, Mr. Khavishe Achumi, Zineboto district. Mr. Zaremo Kikon, Waka district. Mr. Iduzu, Head district. Mr. Basudamani, Dimapur. Mrs. Attila Pom, Longland district. The 2 general secretaries, Engineer Sunap C. Jamir, Mokokchung district. Mr. Manai Konyak, Mon district. The state secretaries are as follows. Mr. Medo Chito Keho, Kohima district. Ms. Therali Izum, Waka district. Mr. Shilugaba Longchar, the Mangolimba Organizational District. Ms. Mercy Kundang, Toinsang District. Ms. Awan Konyak, Aboy Organizational District. Mr. Pintu Ghosh, Chumagidima District. The Office Secretary for Dimapur and Kohima, Mr. Inaka, Dimapur. Ms. KV Pono Mukha, Kohima. The State Chief Spokesperson, Mr. Kakto Chishi Zineboto. The Co-Chief Spokesperson, Mrs. Sojila Yemkum, Samatur District. The Convener of the IT Cell, Mr. Teja Kromo, Kohima District. The Convener of the Social Media, Mrs. Kimeli Muru. The Convener of the Print Media, Ms. Nini Cheng, Siviniu District. The State Cell Convener, we have State Cell Convener in which we have around 15 departments. The State Cell Convener, Mr. Aliba Santam, representing Toisang District. The State Cell Co-Convener, Ms. Milandiliu Zilian, Parent District. The Protocol Convener of the State BJP Nagaland, Ms. Nikita. The State Treasurer of the BJP Party, Mr. Kamal Jain. The Joint Treasurer of the State BJP Nagaland, Mr. Hutoshe Keats. We have, in a week, we will be announcing the names of the state morchas and other departments very soon. I thank, in this platform, I would like to thank all my state officials who have been with me working. Not that they are left behind, but they will be accommodated in the national team. Some of them will be in the national team. Some of them will be in the national morcha team. Some of them will be in the leading the state morcha team in various other departments. That's all. Thank you so much.